One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. The Tigers offense will go to work first. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions? How to work around them.
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So Texas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to sneak it. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. He'll try to slam it in. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. You start with this kind of field position, if you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. Touchdown, Missouri! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be back. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Boyd. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense lining up for a first down play.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Shakes off the defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Takes the handoff. It's McMillan. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll get rid of it. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Might as well give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. In the red area, it's McMillan. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Pulls it in. It's McMillan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Complete in the middle. Find some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Pulls it in. It's Gibbs. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Boyd. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Took care of it himself. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Longhorns are facing third and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
42 Spider. 4-2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Looking left. Got his man. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Firing to the right, complete. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for room. It's McMillan. Oh, what a cut! Breaks free! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think...
Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Going to the ground. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibbs. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick pass on the jet motion. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got room at the 35. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat